This task is a difficult one. It is an incredibly hard task that we've asked our people to make. It is certainly no piece of cake.
Oh no.
Ooh. For me?
Yes. I see chocolate cupcake. Yeah. I assume I'm not supposed to eat it first? Correct. Okay. I want to case the joint before I open up the task. Seems wise. You hiding anything? Yeah, alright. Do a little twirl for me. I like that. Okay.
Destroy this cupcake in the most beautiful way possible.
You have 10 minutes. Your time starts now.
10 minutes, huh? In the most beautiful way possible.
Beauty is so subjective. You trying to find the beauty in destruction? Destroying can mean a lot of things. Destroying could be destructive. I guess it's part of the word. Well, I don't want to ruin the place. Nor would that be beautiful. Destroy the most... I don't want to just ruin this beautiful Taskmaster house. But I guess that's kind of assumed.
So, our contestants were tasked with destroying their cupcake in the most beautiful way possible.
I love that both of your instincts are to destroy the house in order to destroy this cupcake. How would you have gone about doing that?
Well, I guess you have to watch, but I think if I didn't have a polite bone in my body, I would have. There would have been a lot more chocolate around the kitchen than there was.
If you threw something hard enough, it'll explode in a really impressive way, actually. A friend of mine was a baseball pitcher, and he could take an apple or a muffin and just chuck it against a wall, and it's really cathartic and beautiful. So there's always the possibility of just taking out a wall, depending on the staleness of the cupcake.
And the structural integrity of the wall.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. This sugar causes cavities.
Right.
So wait. Your plan was to throw the cupcake with like mantis shrimp like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, we are about to see how our contestants got on with this task. We're going to start off by watching Johnny and Zach's attempts at this challenge.
How can I best destroy you?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna gently undress it.
I'm gonna undress this guy. Least sexy possible.
How messy do you think can I use the space? Do I have this island for me? Okay.
Where's the knife? I need a knife. Oh, this will go. Oh, Jesus. Let's be less destructive here.
Let's start with the base. Canvas. Good canvas. That did not crush us nearly as much as I thought it would.
Be careful. I'm being careful.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful, Ruben.
I believe in you. Well, you did cut that portion while looking at me, so that was less.
Because I'm so confident.
I see. Don't do that.
So that's sort of a canvas, and then it helps when you know the flavor. It's cupcake flavor.
Just making a beautiful masterpiece. This is destructive, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Is this working? I can't tell if this is working or not. Oh, these can be like teeth. This is like teeth.
We've got sort of a hair. Cute. Maybe there's some sort of jewelry. Oh, and earrings. Well,
Kind of scary. The scary's beautiful. Horror movies have won Oscars.
yeah.
And then I'm gonna do this.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's just really muck it up. Okay.
And then a lip. You gotta have a shiny lip. Cool. That's gonna be both lips. I'm running out of icing.
What else does it need? That's a big nose. Skip it, freckles. People like freckles.
Maybe there's. Oh, good. Yes, this rips. Get these lashes together. She's humble. She's looking down. She's a monotone girly. Loves pink.
What do you guys think? This the thing that looks like a beautiful face? Oh god, I really want to eat it now, damn it. Okay. Oh no. I'm gonna give okay, this is a little beauty mark that is intentional.
And then, oh my god, is this sort of a cravat? I want to sign it. The lip embracing.
I'm not carrying this for you guys.
You want me to hold that?
No, I think I'm okay. I think I trust myself when it be rude.
That's a good read.
Yeah.
She's Gorgina. She's ready.
Good.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah, I like this. It looks marginally like a face. A beautiful face. I'll give it a kiss.
So we start off with a couple of artistic interpretations from a couple of our contestants.
Yes, Johnny, I love how you want to go for scary and then ended up with cute.
It's hard not to when you're working with cupcakes. I will say it's. I felt a little bit at a disadvantage when you only get one color crayon to work with. When my other contestants, at least one of them, got two colors between the bread of the cake and the frosting.
And Zakiya, I know that you are an illustrator. Did you find that this particular medium was easier or harder for you to work with?
It delivered faster. Once the icing is on the wood, she's there.
I think it was Michelangelo who said that there's a figure inside the cupcake, and you have to remove all the cake that is not the
The
figure.
correct term is undress.
Take off the little panties of the cupcake.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why do you keep saying panties?
You keep doing that.
Did you see what was happening?
Well, we are about to see what is going to be happening with Chris's entry next.
All right. I'm gonna free it. No. Once you take the wrapper off, you can't go back. The entropy has already increased. So, do I have to stay in this room? Is that part of the task? No. I guess I would have said that. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna pick some flowers real quick. Just need a bit of the outdoors,
Okay.
I want to involve you somehow in the destruction. Ooh, it could be symbolic. Yes. Yeah, I think we need to take the panties off now. All right. Let's try to do this. Oh, God. Just do it. Let's call it there.
Cinematography did a lot of good work there.
It's symbolic. That's right. Symbolic. After you smash it, I'll put flowers on it to make it beautiful.
Well, it's the fall and then the rebirth. There's growth in the once the ashes of the forest have settled, then new sprouts.
Yeah.
Hero's journey.
Massage?
Is that what the coupon is for?
There's erotic options.
I move on to our last entry, which is our final contestant, Malika. audience went through the exact same emotions at the exact same time that I did.
Just so that you're aware, that task did take the full 10 minutes. There's nothing else for me to say. Actually, there's one thing that I would like to do.
Do you remember what it tasted? Did it taste good?
No. You know, I think as an artist, the beauty is in the process. I love cooking. You know, a lot of chefs deconstruct known things. But ultimately, you know, I like to cut down on waste. As you can see, there's a theme for consumption.
Also, speaking of cutting down on waste, during the entire 10 minutes, you did not say more than 20 words. You were so focused on this destruction with the intensity of a serial killer.
Yeah.
It was amazing. All right. I am ready to score some points. Chris, like, I could have done that.
But you didn't.
It's true. You're right. I didn't, but I am judging it. So 1 point for Chris.
Yes. Locked it in.
Yes. For Johnny and Zakiya, you both went about making the kitchen table a canvas with your cakes, and they were about the same. So I'm going to give you both 3 points.
I'll take that as a win going up against an illustrator.
That's completely fair, but Malika, like, that is crazy pants how you approached that challenge. You are getting the full 4 points.
Woo!